Hey guys, so we are in week 1, round 3 in 5v5 GAC, and we are in the final, um, which is great, and we are going up against Fear Against the Dark Side, who's in co-patrol. Yeah, this one is going to be a really difficult match. As you guys will see, he has some really good datacrons. I know I mentioned it before, like against my previous two opponents, but this one is like really just top notch. Like there's no other way around it. So he already attacked by the time I started to go do my stream, and he managed to full clear me, but he dropped a couple of battles. He one-shotted everything, my DR, Lord Vader, and Ray as well. Nobody done that before so far. Like nobody actually managed to take out my Ray one-shotting it. But my Slicker managed to get a hold. He also only got 52 banners against my Lord Vader, which is really good. Now obviously he one-shotted it as well. So I thought when I saw this, because he started to attack right after the attacking phase started, I was like, surely he kept a lot of GRs for offense. But then, yeah, well, he kept, but you guys will see his defense. I mean, he's still solid. Yeah, there's nothing special up top and back here as well. He just one-shotted everything else. At this level, these are really like filler teams. I'm not expecting any hordes with them. But when we move to ships, he one-shotted Executor, but he failed against both my Tarkin Empire fleet and against my Malevolence. He actually fully preloaded my Tarkin fleet. I had to go in with something to clean it up, which he managed to do. But he only left a Watcher droid alive for my Malevolence. So yeah, let's check his defense. His core is like not that great, so I have some room for arrows, but boy, his defense is difficult. And it's really good. So up top he set Sortie, Dash, Jango Kuill with Nest, and then Mon Mothma. I mean, seems pretty average, like there's nothing special about it. But when we go down here, down south, this is, wow, this is like Gas, Ray, Huxley, the First Order TIE Fighter, and then Lord Vader. But check this out. He has this Galactic Republic stun datacron with all that extra crit damage. Like that's just really scary. Not to mention that he's also he has the stacking offense buff as well on it. So he's just this datacron is no joke. Like you cannot underestimate this. Moving on to Ray. Like if that wasn't bad enough. Check this out. So he has the Retaliate with 214% health still. Like, I mean, that's just mad. I mean, kudos for him to getting all these rolls. But yeah, it's just really annoying. So Hawks, nothing special about that. Lord Vader. He also has the stun datacron for Inquisitors, which is going to be really annoying. And look at that, 264% health still. So there's no way I can use bounty hunters because Lord Vader are going to laugh at them. So yeah, game plan is to go in. Okay, so before I move, let me pause it for a sec. So yeah, obviously this is like I spent almost like 5-6 hours planning this, what I'm going to do, and by the time I started my stream, I still wasn't sure about it. Because you can really just prepare for this. I mean, obviously you can, in the past you can have like a game plan based on researching your opponent, and you still need to do that. But now with the datacrons, it's just really annoying. Because they are taking some things to a whole new level, and some of these GLs were already difficult to deal with, but now, okay. So my plan was to use JMK against Lord Vader, and because of the retaliate, and was like, I think C is the one who can handle that, because if I use my Jedi JML using coins and everything, then I'm just going to kill myself. And then when we get to the gas team, I'm going to talk about it later, but yeah. Also Hux, I had a different idea for Hux, a bit like Geos, but yeah, I will show you guys what I use later on. Okay, so going into this battle, by the way, before we jump in, please guys, I just passed the 800 mark on my YouTube channel. Please, if you like this kind of content, please subscribe and like the video. It really means a lot to me and it helps support the channel, and it's totally free. You can just hit the subscribe, but it will really mean a lot to me. So yeah, thank you for all your support. So yeah, going back to this battle, all those stuns are really unavoidable, and the health steal is just making things really bad, because they can heal up really quick. And of course, look at that, Maul decided to go out of all those characters. He decided to go and increase the cooldown on Cat, because why not? So now it's even more difficult. By the way, the only reason I'm using Mace, because I kept Starkiller for offense, and I was like, I wanted to use GK with Starkiller, because he's like sort of like the strongest tank. So yeah. As you guys can see, luckily Mace has his buff, so a lot of times they are forced to go after him, the Inquisitors, so he can eat the stuns. But now they stun Cat as well, which is really disappointing, because it's just, this battle just keeps dragging on and on. And also, the longer it keeps going, the more chance Lord Vader has to ramp up his damage, and then eventually he can just start killing people. So it's just really annoying. But also, I mean, that's a really good datacron setup as well. So yeah, I went all in on Maul, because he really needs to die, because he's supercharging Lord Vader's ultimate. Finally I was able to take out Royal Guard, because now I was like, okay, I need to take out the Inquisitors. But also that hellsteal is just annoying, because as soon as they start going, luckily there was a foresight on Kenobi JMK, so he couldn't attack. But yeah, to be honest with you, I'm not quite sure if JML managed to handle this, even without Darth Vader being here. So now I just need to apply the armor shred, so I can actually do some damage on Lord Vader, because again, without healing immunity, that health steal is like lethal. But so far so good. We still have time left. And can we kill him before he goes into his ultimate? Yep, Okay, so it wasn't pretty, but yeah, we dropped 2 banners, but that's fine, I suppose. Okay, so Ray, remember guys, he has that retaliate buff, which means every time we damage her or anybody else for 3 turns, we will suffer 20% of that damage. So my goal was not to even put up the 3 ignite buff on C, because I don't want I really don't want the retribution on C, so he can, you know, attack them back. That's what I was reading. I was talking about it on Twitch. By the way, if you guys want to join me on Twitch, there is a link in the description of this video. One for my Discord server, and the other one is for my Twitch channel. So yeah, so he has the 2 ignite buff, which is fine. Now I just need to support, yeah, and I can apply the armor shred. I mean, that's fine. So at this point, you know, it's just business as usual. You just want to, you know, reach your ultimate. Now that probably the first 3 turns passed, I decided to give the 3rd ignite anyway. So I made a mistake. No, I wouldn't call it a mistake, but yeah, I decided to relink early before I go into ultimate. Now obviously I knew that JTR's healing immunity is coming, but I was like, it's probably 1 turn away, so she applied it here. But by the time, you know, I linked early, so the link was available again. Now some might say I should have linked Poe and Ray, which might be a fair thing to say. I don't know. I don't think it really matters. But yeah, Ray can hit hard. I was really lucky there, like that she managed to eat that whirlwind. And now that I managed to relink, now we should be fine. Right, so she reached her ultimate. 1 more whirlwind. Now we can go back to Ray. And that should do it. Okay, so going into against this gas. Let me pause it for a sec. Okay, so I decided to use Aura Bounty Hunters because I was like, under Aura Lead, everybody should be under stealth, and I can get to my contract really quickly, and I can kill gas. And the idea was that to go after Rex, trigger the sacrifice, and then I can send in somebody else for a cleanup. Now, because I was like, he dropped a lot of battles, and even if I had to like 2-shot it, I could keep my GL to the back, just in case. So, you know, normal stuff. Taunt, go all in. We are already 50%, 60%. And we got the contract. Everything looks great. Except Echo went and he threw the grenade. And now Mendo is dead as well. So there's that. So I was really angry at this point. I wasted bounty hunters for nothing. So I was like, I have no choice. I really was really frustrated. So I was like, yeah, this stun datacron just, it was annoying. There's no other way to put it. So I decided to go in with JML and see what happens, what he has in the back. I was certain that he might have at least one GL, but I'm not quite sure which one. So yeah, I mean this is easy. Sorry, something happened with the video. I have no idea why it was lagging. So yeah, this is JML. I mean that's an overkill. JML can handle gas. You just really need to keep an eye on that. He needs to taunt, otherwise gas can go around the taunt and kill people. And that's why Plo is here for the extra turn meter. So yeah, I was really disappointed with what happened, and I also wasted the bounty hunters. So basically, I had no answer for JMK if there is a JMK at the back. So yeah, Omicron first of the type. This is the strongest team you can put down for that. But yeah, since I didn't use CLS, I was like, CLS can walk over this team. Once you kill Hux, you can start gaining turn meter, and after that, we just, you need to finish it. And yeah, let's see what he said at the back. That was an expensive front wall for me. Yeah, well, wasted all my GLs and bounty hunter as well. So yeah, I think hang on. Yep, let's see. And there's JML. He said JML. Let me pause it for a sec. So yeah, that one is, I was like, oh god. The good thing was that I was like, okay, I still have GG. So but since I knew that JML is there, what I needed to do, I needed to go all the way around, kill everything else, including ships, and then to see how many what's the banner I can drop on JML. Like ideally, if you want to use GG against JML, you need to send in a burner team, at least one, sometimes maybe even two, depending on the cooldown, so you can like get rid of JML's efflux, GMY's tenacity up, but yeah. So having said that, what I needed to do as I start working upstairs. By the way, that's a nasty DR team as well, like R9 Malik, R9 Set. That's just really, really nasty. Also, the Qui-Gon Jinn team as well, with Cam in there. But again, this is top level. This is a battle for the top 20. So yeah, I mean, this one was probably the easiest battle you can do, because Iden is a hard counter for Mon Mothma. Like, every time they attack out of turn, they just give turn meter and health and protection recovery to the Iden team. So eventually, you can just take them out one by one. And also Stark is really useful here because of his defense penetration buff that he gives to every single trooper ally. And yeah, that's it. Heal up. It should be a 65. Yeah. So that's down. Dash. Yeah. Dash is like, again, nothing special. You basically, Talon is here for the extra health and damage, and then Barris is probably the MVP of this team, because she can keep everybody alive. So what you need to do is, isolate L3 and then kill Vendor. Once Vendor's gone, then it's just all in on Dash, and after that you just really need to clean it up. Sorry, I just needed to drink because it's really hot today. Well, it's been hot during the past couple of days, but today especially, it's just really, really, really bad. So yeah, now it's all about getting the Annihilate with Nihilus, unless Cyan can do something. Normally at this point I just put it on auto. And yep, that's it. It's not a high banner win, but yeah. So yeah, against Jango, I still had JKR with JKL. I was like, probably back to the point for JML. I still had Starkiller and GG available, so I was like, I don't really need a JKR. I mean, there's one big failing point of this battle if Boba managed to rocket somebody and kill him. That's the worst possible scenario. But obviously Jango is annoying as well. So yeah. I killed him first, and now all in on Boba. He died once. We managed to Jolie managed to resist his rocket. Out of all peoples, he decided to go after Jolie, so that's annoying. Yeah, we just need to kill Kuill. And then Nest is open, so JKL was able to take her out. Now it's just all about wrapping up the battle. IG is still annoying with all his AoEs. But yeah, that should be it. 64, it's not that bad. Okay, so here's the sortie team. So I know I was talking about using GG against JML, but after thinking about it and actually doing some research on stream, this is like a little spoiler alert, but I decided to use gas against JML. And then, because I was thinking about using Wampo here, but BB-8 has tenacity down, which is not great. But yeah, this is like a hard counter for this team. The only thing you need to pay attention to this is keep going after a droid who has target lock, because that will generate turn meter for your team, especially for GG. Yeah, I can top up GG, so 62, that's not bad. So we managed to open up ships. Let's see what he has. At the back. I was expecting a really difficult defense. So Executor, Malevolence, and then Raddus. So yeah, I decided to use a negotiator against Malevolence, because that's a hard counter. So you want to open up on the Sunfac. I managed to land the defense down, which is great. Now fives can delete both of them. Now it's just all about waiting for Spy to come in. Because the only thing it can this counter goes, I wouldn't say it's sideways, but make things more difficult is like if Spy decided to mark Anakin, but now we are good. So I went over to Spy to remove that 2 buff, and then back to Spy, Hyena. And then, yeah, now it's just all about try to land the buff immunity, which failed. So Spy managed to go under stealth, but yeah. I mean 69, it's not great banners, but at least it's a one shot. So everybody's favorite counter. Oh boy. Finalizer against Executor. It's always like an RNG fest. You never know what you get. So you want to go after Hans first. Land the Hunted on it. Then basic on RC. You need the turn meter, so a third on itself. And now all in on RC. Okay. Now you need to land the fourth ability block on Huntsdude and then kill Boba. Was a Cat Bane, which failed. But luckily, yep, we were able to take him out. We landed the target lock, and now here is what we need to do. Use his third to land the ability block or the stun. We didn't get any of them, so I mean that's great. And now, not to mention, look at that. Shuttle got the ability block as well, so I wasn't able to remove all those buffs from it. So now I had to improvise. I had to go with the stun. At least I managed to get that. So now call Silencer. It wasn't enough, but now Huntsdude was able to taunt. And because I have Breach on the field, there was no point using the force removing it. So I wanted to keep the mark on Echelon. At this point I was like, well, this is not going good. Well, I just wanted to take out the Huntsdude, but now they managed to trigger that contract and everything. So nothing. This is like my final chance or something like that. I wanted to call in Counselor because I get another mass assist. Special Forces is still alive. I was checking turn meter. Yeah, I needed to give it back to Silencer. Now stun. Bomber is here as well. Turn meter was looking good, so one less chance to kill Huntsdude. And I managed to kill him. I was like, okay, wow, that's something. I was like, maybe I can take out somebody else, but everybody was dazed. Look at that, like everybody there. It's just everybody's saying that, yeah, if Finalizer against Executor, that yeah, I see like videos. Oh, I can do 10 out of 10s and everything. That's just BS. Or if you say you can do it, then comment down below. Like, how that's just not possible. You cannot control RNG. Yeah, if you have a good RNG, then yeah, good for you. And then I managed to get that once or twice out of like 5 or 6 battles. Then that's good for you. Great. Luckily, I was able to take out Boba as well here, which meant that I didn't have the advantage. So I wanted to take out IG as well, but it dodged. So look at that. What you do with all these dodges and everything. When they land the ability block on Shuttle, and you cannot remove the buff, the taunt and all the buffs from Boba as well, is just nothing. I mean, we can argue about this down in the comment section. Feel free to do it, like everybody. But this is just a nightmare. So yeah. That was now the second battle I dropped, which meant JML is still down there. if you guys forget about it. So yeah. Also the AOE was up, which is not a good start. So first of all, I needed to take out IG, because he can heal up and everything, and he hit twice. Not even the mass assist was enough. So managed to call in Ray, which is great. I needed to work towards my ultimate. Like once IG is gone, luckily it's only Bomber there. Okay, finally he died. Bomber cannot trigger the Executor's ultimate. So it's all about RC. So just keep going after him. Look at that daze is everywhere. I was like, I don't really need a tank now, I need damage dealers. So that's why I decided to call in Lando. Nope, mass assist wasn't enough, and now, yeah, finally. So, yeah, once RC is gone, now you just need to wrap it up. At this point, I was going for the banners, at least for protection and everything, so... 46. It's not a bad cleanup, but yeah. I still dropped that. I was really annoyed about it. That others can one-shot the Executor, and I fail most of the time. So yeah, I still have rebels. So I mean, this is like a pretty straightforward battle. Like this is, some might say, like an overkill. But yeah, I needed high banner win. So Paul died very quickly. Resistant pilot as well. And then Cassian should be able to finish this up. And yeah. So this is a high banner win, at least. So going in to this final, let me pause it for a sec. So after doing the math, I needed 57, an average 57 for the tie. So yeah, just keep in mind that guys, when you're watching this. So troopers, obviously troopers. I'm going to use troopers because I was faster against this DR team. So second, give it dark. We cannot use the second with range because HK is there. But yeah, that's an R9 set, as I mentioned it earlier, and he's a really thick boy. And I'm not getting the assist that I need, so I had to use second here. Even that wasn't enough. So he needed to die, so I was lucky there. So that mark on HK. Now I need to kill Basti. We had 26 stacks. Now I can use the second. We had yeah, DR, because we had 7 stacks, so that was enough to one-shot DR. And now it's just about Malak. That mark is not good. I was thinking about using the third to land the days, but yeah, it was 62, so I was like 5 banners up. After checking the speed, I was like, this should be pretty straightforward. It doesn't matter even if it's Cam there or who's there. As long as I land the stun on Anakin, this should be fine. Which I did, so yeah. So I had like a 5 banner lead there, and this is 65. So yeah, let me pause it for a sec. So 65, so that's 8, which meant I needed to have like 45 banner win. At least 45 for the win. So I was like, after checking it, I was like, I'm not sure if I have enough for a 2-shot. Because 45 I think is like almost like a perfect 2-shot or something like that. So I was like, as I mentioned it earlier in the video, I was going to use gas, and this is for the game. Obviously, this is not like 100% like counter, so I was really nervous about it. If you guys want to watch back the original footage on Twitch, that was something. So obviously they open up an efflux. JML did. We already sat down. We need to trigger the sacrifice, and that was a lucky. So if they decided to kill 5s, then that would have been really bad. So now you need to take get rid of JML's protection. But gas sat down again. Now, luckily, every time gas stands up, his damage will increase. And now that 5's sacrificed, then the clones can stay alive longer. And look at that. Echo for the win. I was so happy about this. I spent like 2 hours on stream trying to find a way to get through the front wall. I was really disappointed by the way that I had to use JML against the gas team. But yeah, so I was really happy, and I managed to win the final, which means I'm in the top 30 now. This was a really good, really good game, and yeah, congrats to Fiat, the dark side, because that was a really tough defense as well. Yeah, I'm just really happy, guys, and please, if you made it so far, let me know what do you think, if you guys thought that I was able to beat him, or based on his datacrons in the front south wall, on the front south wall, you guys thought that I'm going to lose. I'm really looking forward to reading your comments, and please, if you can, subscribe to my channel. We're on the way to the road to 850. It will really mean a lot if we can reach it. Yeah, thank you guys, and see you guys on Thursday. Sorry, I was like checking. Yeah, tomorrow. On Thursday on Twitch, and I will upload the video on YouTube on Friday. So thanks guys for watching, and take care.